Donald Trump, barely back in the White House in January 2025, has unleashed a true storm in the global automotive industry. By signing a series of radical executive orders right at the start of his term, he may have dealt a fatal blow to electric vehicles in the United States and, by extension, to their global growth. The most striking measure is undoubtedly the cancellation of the federal $7,500 tax credit granted to buyers of electric vehicles. This tax credit, which has been in place for years, significantly contributed to making these vehicles more accessible to the general public. Without this incentive, many consumers might turn away from electric cars, which are often seen as too expensive compared to the more affordable internal combustion vehicles. But that's not all. Trump has also decided to put an end to federal subsidies for the development of charging infrastructure. In other words, the expansion of the charging station network, crucial for overcoming range anxiety, is likely to slow down drastically, leaving potential electric car users without practical solutions. At the same time, the president has relaxed emission standards for internal combustion vehicles, thus giving a competitive edge to traditional gas-powered cars. While the previous administration had tightened these rules to promote the energy transition, Trump has sent a strong signal to manufacturers. Producing combustion engine vehicles is now less restrictive and potentially more profitable. But why such a turnaround? According to Donald Trump, these decisions aim to protect jobs in the traditional oil, gas, and automotive industries, while ensuring the United States' energy independence. He also criticized reliance on imports of rare metals needed for electric vehicle batteries, such as lithium and cobalt, to justify his choice to support internal combustion vehicles. However, these decisions don't just affect the United States. American automakers like Tesla or General Motors, as well as foreign brands counting on the U.S. market to sell their electric models, will have to rethink their plans. Even worse, this step backward could slow global efforts to combat climate change by hindering the energy transition at a time when Europe and China are accelerating in this sector. The reactions have been swift. States like California have vowed to maintain their pro-electric policies, while environmental advocates denounce this as a true ecological disaster. Nevertheless, despite these headwinds, it is unlikely that the industry will abandon electric vehicles entirely, especially with growing demand in Europe and Asia. So, has Donald Trump really killed the electric car? Perhaps not definitively, but he has certainly slowed its rise, creating new challenges for an industry in transition. Only time will tell whether these decisions mark a temporary slowdown or a major turning point. But one thing is certain: the repercussions of these choices will be felt far beyond American borders. Stay tuned for the next chapter of this story, which could redefine the future of the automobile.